always try to get behind somebody that's sitting at the pump with the fueling, because hopefully they'll move. You don't know who's inside waiting to get a hamburger. Alright, we got loaded. It wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. And it wasn't quite as heavy as I thought it was going to be. They told me it was going to be 44.4. I weighed it. We're 41.860. It's a big power pole. I'll go out and show you guys here in a bit. But this is my reweigh ticket here, if you can see that. We're a little heavy on the trailer. Not overweight. We're allowed 40,000 on the trailer. And we're at 38.6. So, but that's because of the way that pole is. It's got that big metal base on the back. And the piece is about 50 feet long. So there's a little bit hanging off the back and the front. Give you an idea how big this pole is. I'm walking inside of it right now. All right, we made it over here to the Oklahoma Welcome Center on I-35. This is what we loaded. So this morning I had stretched it out, and as you can see, it didn't have that much hanging over. So I moved it back, and you see that yellow mark right there. That's where I know I had it before. So this thing weighs about 42, almost 43,000, 42,000. And where's it at? Here's my scale. We got about 38,000 pounds. So if you look at the scale right there, sitting at about 38,000 on our trailer axles. So make sure I close that. Hang on a second. There we go. That little scale is a lifesaver sometimes. So when I was loading, they had it back a little bit further. And the reason it's so heavy back here is this big chunk of metal right here. But probably could have moved it forward a little bit more. I don't know if it would have made that much difference. But it does ride a little funny with all the weight in the back here. But we're legal, and that's what's most important. Yesterday was a crazy day. We're down here near New Orleans, and if you notice, we got a different pipe. So yesterday, or let me back up, Tuesday, when I loaded that big pipe that was real heavy on the rear end, I had to take it over to Alexandria, Louisiana to get it inspected, and the pipe did not pass inspection. And I had to take it to get inspected before I took it to South Carolina. That's ultimately where these are going. The pipe did not pass inspection, so I had to take the pipe to another facility down near New Orleans where they were going to fix it, and they had these two pipes ready. So I dropped off that big pipe, which I'm happy about. That thing rode terrible on my trailer, and I picked up these two little pipes here. Got about 20-something thousand on the trailer. So we're still going to South Carolina, but we just got different pipe. So I measured the overhang. We're under 4 feet on the overhang, so we're okay for the overhang. But yeah, yesterday was crazy. So I got compensated for everything. I'm not worried about that. I got took care of. And actually this worked out for a better deal for me, so not too upset. But we got all weekend to get up to South Carolina. All right, we've been waiting about 5 hours to get unloaded with the next truck. Watch them unload that there. I think they had more trucks than they anticipated for this morning. They've been steady working since I got here, so it's just a lot of trucks. There's about 8 more trucks behind me. Lifted off the trailer there. Alright, we'll let them get that off the trailer. We're next. We still have a long way to go. I gotta get on the other side of Atlanta for tomorrow. good enough. Right in between the lines there. We're gonna change the oil when we get home. I picked up a load yesterday. Going home. I haven't been home in about 6-8 weeks. That truck over there got a noisy little generator. This is what we loaded. 42,000 pounds of reels. We used our J hooks. Everything looks good. Make sure we got all our tires. I got this one tire right there. It's getting a funny wear pattern on it. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Late at night, trucks will park everywhere. Cable reels. We're going to, this is going to Phoenix. Alright, it's the end of the day. We made it down here to this rest area. I think we're near, I want to say Monaghan, I think. We're about 20 miles east of Pecos, Texas. It's a nice big rest area. Texas has been doing good with their rest areas. Oh, I wanted to show you this here. Let's see, I'll show you my clocks first. So I had, it shows up, 26 minutes left of driving on my clock today. So, means we drove 10 hours and 34 minutes. Is that right? And, let's see, press this button here. Go here. We drove 600, it shows up, 672 miles today. So that's just a day of driving. There's not a lot that happens, which is a good thing. Nothing broke, nothing breaks. A little bit of traffic coming through Dallas, wasn't too bad. A little bit of traffic coming through Midland, Odessa area. They're doing a lot of construction in that area. Gets a little hairy. You get out here in West Texas, and it's like a racetrack out here. Everybody's just hauling butt. Bailey's ready to get out of the chair. End of the day for her. All right. Sorry. All right. Tomorrow morning, we'll go check everything, make sure everything's good. From right here, we're about 550 miles to the house. From the house to Phoenix is about another 150 miles. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. Talk to you later.